Hi guys, so welcome to my second episode of Speak It Up. So today we have Mr. Rohit Kaushal, who is the business head for Uniconverge Technologies. So without wasting any time, I'll start my podcast with his introduction. Hi, hello Mr. Rohit Kaushal.
Hi, first of all, thanks for having me here.
Pleasure.
And yes, before we start the conversation, I want to introduce myself as well. So I have been working in the staffing and recruitment industry for last 12 years, and have seen a lot of up and downs in the market and industry. So as you have insisted me to be over here, so we would be discussing on these things. So yeah, so without wasting any further time, let's go ahead.
Sure. Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure for us, first of all, that Mr. Rohit Kaushal is here with us. As you can tell that he is a very busy person and we had to get an appointment to meet him. So without any wasting any time, so I'll move ahead with my first question. So Mr. Rohit, according to your experience, what is your reading for before pandemic, in pandemic and post pandemic?
Okay, so yeah, we recently have faced these situations. So if we judge like before pandemic, things were quite normal.
Okay.
In 2008, the recession affected the industry, but afterwards, India was not impacted much with that. So things were quite pleasant. The market industry, which we calculated like in 2020, it was $131 billion, and what being estimated is that by 2025, the market would go to $295 billion. But there was a small impact just because of the pandemic. And yes, the IT industry was, impacted through pandemic, but not that much, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
There was still a lot of opportunities in the market available because pandemic helped various other product companies to survive, as in such because people were not able to interact with each other. But yes, these software companies like Google Hangout, Zoom, and you can say WhatsApp video call, they have just blossomed in this time. So yes, little bit of impact was there, but I don't think that was very much impacted in the IT sector.
Right. So as you have discussed, you're discussing the topic for IT sector. Personally, me and my audience would like to know what are those important IT fields or the jobs which are open and which are booming right now.
Okay, so yeah, there are a lot of things which are being in demand in the IT industry. But yes, when we talk about the latest latest demands in the market, so there are few. Like one of them is full stack developer, which is in very high demand. The reason for full stack developer in demand is that, see, the person who is performing and working as a full stack developer, they are doing end-to-end coding, like
Right.
from front end to back end development.
Right.
So they are very much involved in the product, whatever the product is coming up. So if it's a startup company or it's a multinational company,
Correct.
everyone is involved into software development. So software development, when it comes to full stack developers especially, so they are involved in the front end development, wherein they have to make the web pages and they have to create the web pages. So that is also comes with a single person.
Right.
So companies have to invest less and they are getting more out of it. So full stack developer is something I would say is majorly in demand.
Okay. So can you name some top companies which are basically hiring for this role?
So that I would say, you name the company and everyone is hiring.
Okay.
So full stack is something, as I mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
also
right.
like if a startup company, product
Uh-huh.
company, or it's a already established company, everybody wants a full stack developer.
Mm-hmm. So for the audience also to know, can you just give a brief of basically what is the job role or what a full stack developer does in his day-to-day role?
Sure.
Yeah.
So basically, full stack developer is a candidate
Mm-hmm.
who works on the client as well as on the server software.
Right.
So if you develop if somebody wants to develop a software for a client, so a full stack developer can be a hardcore member of the team. First of all, they know the product from scratch because they are building it, the front end
Mm-hmm.
and the back end as well. So when it comes to front end, they should be good into HTML and CSS kind of technologies. When we talk about backend technologies, they should be good into Java, JavaScript. In fact, JavaScript is something which can only be used, can help to execute Node.js on the server side. So that is the only JavaScript language it is. So JavaScript is a must that should be used. So overall, I would say if somebody is working as a Java full stack developer, people think, oh, they have to do for front end as well as on back end role. But it's not as much difficult as it looks. It's very easy to do, and anybody who want to get into this Java full stack role, they should go for the certifications online. There are a lot of things available in the market these
Right.
days. So I would suggest, like, somebody wants to transform their career, they should go for full stack Java full stack developer.
Okay. So fine. That is awesome. But the main thing and the main, what you can say, the main interesting part for a student is the package they get.
Right.
So the students would also like to know from you that what is the maximum package a student can get placed in this role.
Okay, so that's a very good point. So I want to add one more thing over here. So in financial year 2022, so they were around 0.5 million hirings have been done in the IT sector itself, out of which 20% is on full stack development.
Okay.
So full stack is something which has, the demand has risen in the last few years, especially after pandemic, and the salary packages are awesome. Like if you are working as a fresher, if you want to get into the IT industry and you're looking out for a good salary, so the minimum starting package comes from 8 to 10 lakhs.
Okay.
For a beginner, I'm talking about. So if somebody is experienced and they want to transform their career from, like, suppose they're working in different skill set and then they move into the Java full stack domain, definitely they would get a huge hike in the salary that comes up to 50 to 100% hike in the salary is what they are getting right now.
Okay, great. So we can take that minimum starting package can be from 8 to 9 LPA.
Absolutely.
Right. Cool. So that is all that I had to ask you about the role and everything. And the last thing which I want to add to this is that is there any important message which you want to give from your experience and what you have seen in the industry to all the aspiring candidate who want to go into this role?
Sure. So first of all, as I mentioned earlier in the discussion, like, there are a lot of platforms which are providing these trainings for
Correct.
Java full stack developers. So people should go and look out, like, which kind of material they're providing, what kind of trainers they do have, and they should go for the online trainings on these Java full stack courses. And definitely I would suggest, like, if somebody is a fresher, they could look out for the the best possible opportunities available in the market, and they should learn and get certified so that it can help them to get a best job available, because there are a lot of jobs available in the market. And especially if I talk about Java full stack, we are also fulfilling a lot of demands in every year, every month. So I would say go for a online course, get certified, and I can assure you that they will crack a good job and they will get a good CTC as well.
Excellent. So, guys, I hope that all your doubts must be cleared and you must be having a clear vision of what you want to do in this role. I would like to thank again Mr. Kaushal for joining us today and basically helping me and my all the students and viewers to understand the responsibility and the role of this position very well. So, stay tuned for the episode 3. We will be back soon. Thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day.